to backtrack 3 miles to get to the border with California to start my section because we couldn't find our way here by car. But we're here and it's Saturday and it's day 1. Got 11 miles. Got some company for part of the day and get to not have my full pack for part of the day because Daniel's here to help me out. So officially starting for the season. Yay! Well, it's official. I am now hiking by myself on my first PCT section. As you can see, I've got my big heavy pack on again. It was really nice. This morning Daniel was able to hike with me and drive a little ahead of me so I could get my pack. So I've gotten 9 miles in this morning. 3 more than I was supposed to do at this point because we had to double back to the pass because we couldn't find it to park yesterday. So done kind of 6 miles of what I was supposed to do, but 9 miles in total. And yeah, so I've got about 5 more miles to go today. So just me and my heavy pack now. And it's been nice. We've got lots of beautiful wildflowers and nice breeze, and it's not too hot. So yeah, day 1, it's Saturday, July 3, and I am on the southernmost section of the Oregon PCT. Here we go. It's Sunday, day 2. It's 7 a.m. Getting started. Have a long day. I think I have around 15 miles today. Sunday, July 4. Happy July 4 to everybody. Today is day 2 on the trail, my PCT section. Daniel left yesterday, so I was on my own in the afternoon. Just got to talk to Daniel this morning, which was nice, lifted my spirits. Had a pretty good night last night next to a creek. It was a good source of water, so that was good. I've got a long day today. I think it's going to be pretty dry and hot, so I'm trying to get an early start. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Today I'm going to be hiking pretty much right next to a road most of the day, which is a little bit different. Not used to being so close to civilization. I will actually pass under I-5 today, which is super weird to be on this like wilderness trail, and then you literally will walk under a freeway. So that's gonna be a little weird. It doesn't feel quite as wildernessy, but still pretty. It's got nice meadows. Yesterday I had more wildflowers. Today in this area it seems like the wildflowers are kind of done, so that's not quite as scenic, but gonna make the most of it and enjoy being out here and enjoy my day. I'm getting a little more used to my pack. It's not feeling quite as heavy today as it felt yesterday. I'm trying to eat all my heavy food first. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a dry, long, kind of hot day, but hopefully there'll be some interesting stuff to mix it up and make it an interesting day on the trail. So that's it for now. It's hot. It's really, really hot. Kind of a weird section of the PCT on a paved path right next to I-5. Kind of unusual for a wilderness trail. Well, this is a first. I'm walking along the highway. Technically, I'm on the PCT, so it feels very much like the Pacific Crest National Scenic Trail right now. Very scenic highway. Alright, we're now officially walking under I-5 on this other highway on the PCT. Right, well, I am back on the trail off of the highway, which is good. I like this better. So I shouldn't have too much further. I head to McAllister Spring today. I gotta say, I'm looking forward to putting my hot feet in some nice cold water. So I hope it's a good spring and not a tiny little trickle like I've seen at a lot of the places that are supposed to be water. So really hoping I can rinse off and cool down and be there in a couple miles, hopefully. Good morning. It's Monday. It's day 3 for me. Just getting an early start. It's about 7 in the morning. It's actually a really nice morning, really pretty, cool. So I'm sure it's going to get super hot again. So I wanted to get an early start today. Last night I found where I was supposed to have this great spring that I was really looking forward to rinsing off in, having good water. But it was dried up. This big raging creek that was supposed to be there is all gone. So it is already just dry, and all the creeks are dry. So I don't know later in the season what people do. I finally found a little puddle that I was able to get enough water and top off my water for today, because it's supposed to be about 8 miles until the next reliable water source. So I knew this section was going to be dry and hot, but I thought coming earlier in the season would be good. To me, this is early in the season. It's just the beginning of July. But apparently this year it's already late. All these little streams and creeks are dried up. So I don't know what people do later in the season, but yeah, so hopefully today I'll beat some of the heat. It's a beautiful morning, like I said, so far today. And I've got about 8 miles till my next water stop, and probably take a nice break there and then reevaluate where I want to go for the night. Hello again. It is very hot. It is getting to be kind of late afternoon. I have been sweating up and down these hills. Sometimes it's been in the shade, which is okay, but man, hit those hills in that sun. I feel like I'm moving backwards. But I have hope. There's supposed to be a reservoir, which is what has been my goal. That's what's been motivating me, is the idea of being able to swim and get some water and cool down and camp next to some good water. But I also don't want to get my hopes up because I keep thinking that I'm going to be camping by good water, and then I get there and it's like a trickle. So I was thinking it would be just my luck that this reservoir gets drained in the summertime so that something else has water. But I just spotted between the trees something that looks like a big old reservoir. So I'm getting really excited because I really want to go swimming and cool down and be able to get some nice water for tonight. So I'm hoping it's a good reservoir and that I can actually get into it. I'm going to see if you can see what I can see. I don't know if you can see, but between those trees there is water, and I'm going to figure out how to get in it, and I'm super stoked. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. It's about 6 a.m., which is about when I've been waking up around here. Today is day 4. I haven't packed up and hit the trail yet. I'm just waking up, having my coffee and my breakfast. Yesterday was a good day. I did find that lake that I saw from up on the ridge top, and I went for a swim. And it was amazing. The water was actually pretty pleasant. It was about the right temperature, like a little bit cool, but not too cold. Felt so good just to end the day, rinse off. There was a super nice person hanging out in the trailhead above the reservoir that was giving out cold sodas and fresh water. So that was nice to experience some trail magic and socialize with a few other hikers that were kind of gathered there. And then after my swim, kind of continued on down the trail for a bit and found this spot. So it's pretty nice in the woods. It's not really an official spot. My spot is pretty lumpy, but that's okay. It worked. I had done about 16 miles and I was just ready to sit for a while and make some dinner. It was about 6:30 before I found my spot. So that's a little later than I usually set up camp. So I was hungry and ready to get off my feet. So I kind of settled for a little bit of a lumpy spot. I slept pretty good up until I realized that my mattress felt kind of flat. So I got up and reinflated it. Felt fine, so I laid back down and it's totally flat this morning. So apparently I have a hole in my air mattress, so hopefully I will be able to find that and patch that, because otherwise this ground is real hard without my air mattress. So I don't know, I'll try and fix that today. Today I'm gonna try and do kind of another longer day so that eventually my last day will be shorter. I think I'm gonna have a couple lakes today, which will be nice. Get some water, maybe go for a swim again this afternoon, because I'm sure it's gonna get hot again. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to being near some water for a while and just see what I see today. There's been a lot of variety in the terrain, in the trail, so that's been interesting. So it's just fun to see what the next section's gonna look like. So get some miles in this morning before it gets hot, and then maybe go for a swim this afternoon and figure out where I want to end up for the day. So that's the morning report, and I'll see y'all later. I feel like I'm on top of the world up here. It's so open. There's beautiful meadows. I can see across to things that I was at yesterday. It's really weird. This trail really loops around. Like, I can look across over there is like Pilot Rock, which I walked right under yesterday, and then kind of back over there. is Mount Ashland that I walked by 2 days ago. So it's just really weird. I feel like I've done this big bowl, you know, east to west, or west to east, sorry. And now I'm finally going north. So it's just kind of an odd section of trail down here at the south. You go east and kind of wrap around, and then, you know, obviously under I-5. And now I'm like going back north, kind of over on the east side, but finally going north. So just kind of weird to see. Yeah, I don't know, you probably can't see, but Pilot Rock is like right over there. And that's where I walked right under it yesterday. So it feels like did a lot more miles. Kind of a really long roundabout trip, but it's beautiful. To Howard Prairie Lake. Well, I think it's more of a reservoir. As you can see, the water levels are pretty low. The boat ramp is over there, and there's definitely no water that goes to the boat ramp. So I don't think many people are using this lake right now, but it's here, and I don't think it's very swimmable. But the good news is there's a campground here that basically nobody's at because you can't use the lake with your boats, and they have free showers. So definitely going to rinse off in a shower and rest for a little while in the shade. Is really pleasant. It's a nice little spot, and then I guess figure out where I want to camp for tonight. It's about 3 in the afternoon. I don't even know how many miles I've done, maybe 14. And so I won't go too much further today. And just try and find a nice spot to call it a day and rest my feet. But I am definitely taking advantage of the showers and gonna rinse off. So that's next on my list, and then maybe eat something. That's probably next on the list. Good morning. Wednesday, July 7. That makes it day 5 for me. Had to make a little, just got back on trail from detouring down to Howard Prairie Reservoir Campground. It was a pretty nice place to stay last night. Got there kind of in the late afternoon and thought maybe I'd just take a break and then keep going, but ended up a lot of hikers were kind of congregating there, so just ended up socializing and relaxing in the shade. They have showers, so I took a shower and that was lovely, and then kind of had dinner with a bunch of the other hikers that were sharing their stories, a lot of through hikers. So just had fun socializing, and then definitely didn't have any motivation to keep going after dinner, so all camped at the campground there. It's open, and like I said, there's bathrooms and there's showers, and there's a tap for water, which was super luxurious, not having to filter water. But there was nobody there because you can't really use the reservoir right now because the water level is so low. So pretty much a nice campground just for hikers. A lot of through hikers came through, and then met up with a couple section hikers. So it was fun. It was fun socializing. Didn't sleep well last night. My air mattress, I noticed, was a little bit low yesterday. And then yesterday morning, my air mattress was a little low. So I tried to find where the leak was. Couldn't find it. I tried again last night before I went to bed. Couldn't find it. So I was like, well, it must be a small, slow leak. So it'll be okay. maybe I'll have to blow it up once during the night. No, my air mattress went totally flat last night. I tried re-blowing it back up and it went totally flat again pretty shortly. So didn't sleep very well without any air mattress. The ground is not very soft. So just that little bit of cushion makes a big difference. So I'm a little tired today and getting a little bit of a later start. But this morning I finally did find the leak. I went into the bathroom and used the sink to try and find where the leak was. So at least I think I know where the leak is. And then hopefully this afternoon I'll be able to dry out the air mattress and then try and patch it. Because I have patches. It's just a matter of finding the spot. So anyway, hopefully I will be able to patch it today, and then I will actually be able to sleep tonight, because this is kind of my last full day, and then I'm just out to my car tomorrow. So already coming to an end, which is always a little bittersweet. I feel like I'm kind of just getting in my groove of hiking and not sure I'm ready to be done, but if I can't find the hole in my air mattress, I am definitely ready to be done, because not sleeping is a bummer. Quote-unquote big spring. Hello. Today has been a really good day. It's been kind of cool. Not as hot as the last couple of days. It's been in the shade, in the forest a lot. It's actually been super flat today, which has been quite the luxury. There were some hills this morning, but the last 8 miles basically has been flat, which is just weird, but super nice. So it's just been a really beautiful walk in the woods for the last 8 miles. I just topped off my water at Brown Mountain Shelter, where there's a water pump. Good morning. It is Thursday, July 7th, I think. It's day 6 for my trip, and today's my last day. I made camp. I think I'm about 6-ish miles from the trailhead. It was starting to get into lava last night, so I decided to find a spot in the forest while I could. I was unsuccessful at patching my air mattress, so I again had a not great night's sleep of sleeping on the ground instead of on an air mattress, which that air mattress makes a difference. Other than that, it was a nice night. I've got a peaceful spot in the forest. Nothing bothered me or was annoying, so I think it would have been a good night's sleep if it had been a little more comfortable. So glad that today is my last day, so I can go home and get some real sleep in a real bed and hopefully fix my air mattress so that next trip I will have one. But yeah, so I'm just drinking a quick cup of coffee and then I'm gonna hit the trail. I'm not really gonna fuss with breakfast too much today. I might go find a spot to treat myself to breakfast, because I probably only have like 3 hours of hiking, so that should be a pretty quick morning. I think it's supposed to be fairly level, and then through this lava, which is a little bit harder than the forest walking that I did yesterday, but still shouldn't be too bad. So hopefully a quick short morning, enjoy my coffee before I hit the trail, and then find some breakfast once I get back to civilization. Alright, that's it for now. So I just passed a sign that said I'm only a quarter of a mile from the highway, which means I'm almost to my car. I almost went the wrong way and started going to Fish Lake, but that's not actually where I parked, so I'm glad I double checked, because I almost just went the wrong way. Oh, that's confusing. This sign says I've got 3/4 of a mile to the summit trailhead. I don't know. I'm close. Getting close to my car. Maybe half a mile. We'll split the difference. Which is good, because I think I just drank the last of my water. So, got some water at the car, and then go find somewhere to have a nice celebratory brunch. Which sounds amazing, because I've just kind of been snacking today. I didn't really make breakfast. So I've had some bars and peanut butter. And so, looking forward to some real food. Should be at the car soon, where I've got some extra water waiting. And yeah, almost done with this section. Getting it done one little week and one little section at a time. All right, I did it. I found my way to my car. It was a little bit unconventional there at the end, but I did it. My car's right over there in the parking lot. And that's it. Finished out a section. I've gone from Donomore Pass at the border up to Fish Lake on the PCT. So another 80 some miles down and another section of Oregon done.